What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on, guys? It is your boy Daga, and welcome to another Eagles Uncut 2.0. Now, before we start, you already know if you like the content, press the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new as well. And we will have our special guest today. He's running a little bit late, but he's gonna be coming through as well. All right. So now, before he comes through, on we gotta talk about this game, man. We gotta talk about this game against the Bucks. Okay. And I want to read something for you guys real quick. Because the way we play, man, especially on defense was phenomenal. Simple as that. All right. But I want to read the stats real quick with you guys. And by the way, man, I want to say before anything, I want to apologize, man, because I did say that I was gonna go live in the stadium. I was over there in the stadium. I said I was gonna go live, but I got to the stadium late, man. My lift didn't show up, and then it was a whole bunch of mess, man. And so I got over there a little bit late, and it was louder than a mother sucker, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It was loud as hell, man, over there, man. Not only that, man, we took over. We just took over, man. It was mainly green on the stadium. What up, Quizzy? You already know, man. Go Birds, bro. And like I was saying, we thought it was mainly green in the stadium. There was actually a news reporter over there after the game. They were trying to find a Bucks fan to interview a Bucks fan, and they couldn't find nobody. So they actually had to interview an Eagles fan, man. So it was just something else, man. So let me read the stats right now for you guys, okay? So anybody that didn't watch the game or, that didn't follow the game on Monday, I want to read this real quick for you guys. So Jalen Hurts, he went for 23 out of 37, 277 yards, and 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Now he ran for another touchdown as well, so he had 2 touchdowns. All right. DeAndre Swift, he balled out. He had 16 carries, 130 yards. Okay. AJ Brown balled out as well. So after the first 2 games, he came out and he balled out on this game, man. He just balled out. He had 9 receivings for 131. 131 yards. Okay. I did too, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I did like what I saw from the defense as well. Man, let me tell you this. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter did something special. Okay. And I tweeted about this as well. Okay. NFC East, you guys better watch out, man. You better watch out because, first of all, there's not going to be nobody else just like them too in the league, not just on the NFC East, but in the league. But those two in the NFC East, they are going to destroy the Commanders. They're going to destroy the Giants, and they're going to destroy the Cowboys, man, because their offensive line is not good enough to go against just those 2 guys. I'm not even counting the rest of the team as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that I want to talk about was them too. But let's talk about this offense first, man. Because look, man, the first game against the Patriots, all right, we had our heads on. Okay, so we played bad, especially on offense. We just played bad. Okay, the Dolphins came up, they dominated, they did really good, and they were one of the main reasons why we won that game. Okay, against the Patriots. Now our pass on offense did not do good at all. Okay, we're actually going after Brian Johnson. After that one game. Okay, and then we went to game number 2. Okay, now game number 2, we were like, okay, so what he's gonna do now? Now let's put that in mind that game number 2 against the Vikings was only 4 days after the game against the Patriots. Okay, so with that said, actually, I have Big Simple in the house over here. What's going
Yo,
on?
what's up, Uncut? What's up, player?
Hey man, you're over here, man. We're talking about a little bit about the games on Monday night game. You know what I'm saying?
I
That would be
feel you.
the Bucks, bro.
True that. True
Uh,
that.
yeah. But since you're here, bro, we gotta talk a little about the Commanders. So we're gonna talk about the Eagles as well, and we're definitely gonna break down on the game on Sunday that we're gonna be playing against each other as well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Let's get it.
Now, the first thing that I do want to ask you, man. Look, how are you feeling so far on the 3 games sample on Sam Howell, bro?
I think it was. I think it was okay. I think it was okay. You feel me? It was. It was okay because we had the ups and we had the downs. So it's just you just never know. You never know, man. You never know with Sam Howell. And for right now, we dealing with the growing pains. As a young quarterback, it's growing pains. So we have to deal with it a little bit. But after what I heard today, just a few minutes ago about what he said at the press conference, I
Uh-huh.
think he gonna be ready to go for this Eagles game. It's this gonna be a good game. I'm gonna just say that. I think we're gonna be ready for that Eagles game, and this it's gonna be a good game. Eagles got something. This definitely a big. It's gonna be a big game this year. I think it's definitely gonna be a big game. So yeah, yeah, we ready. We ready.
Okay, so my boy over here, Cleve said, "What's up?" He said, "What's going on to you?"
My
He
man,
also
Eagle, what's up? What's up, player?
said, "I want to y'all to be the Bills so bad. Y'all got to do something about that O line, though."
I know that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But some of it, I'm gonna just say this: some of it is not on the offensive line too much. You feel me? Some of it is on Sam Howell holding on to the ball too long. Now that is a case of note. You feel me? Sometimes he be holding the ball back there for quite a long time, and you just say, man, it only supposed to take at least 2.5 seconds to throw the football, or probably 3 seconds to throw the football. If you can't find nobody in 3 seconds, it's time to move. It's time to do what you have to do. You feel me? Unless Eagles got a good offensive line, but right now our offensive line is kind of mid and it's not that good right now. But it's certain spots that we can say, okay, this can work or that can work. But mainly we have to protect the quarterback. And that's gonna be the big deal going into this game more than anything.
I mean, yeah, look, I agree with you, man. And like I watched the Commanders game, as well. And like there was some times like especially I'll say like after the first 2, 3 sacks, bro, I felt like Sam Howell was holding on to the ball too a little bit too long. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like it was and uh he had the option either you gotta throw it away
You're
or
right.
you gotta throw it to like someone that's open,
Or make a play on your own. You feel me?
and make a
That
play on your own.
that
Because
that that's it.
yep, and because I watched this game, the Commanders game, and I watched the previous game as well. In the previous game that I saw him was actually making some plays with his legs as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he can make some plays with his legs.
That's true. That's true. That's true because Sam Howell got a lot of potential. What Washington fans and not only the Washington fans, more than anything, the coaching staff got to actually be patient with Sam Howell. Be patient with him. I feel like he got a lot of potential to help this team to get further down the road. You feel me? Even
Yeah,
even if I say this Eagles game, you feel me? Even if we don't win this game, it's not as long as you play hard, long as you learn from your mistakes from the last period game for Sam Howell, you feel me? Because you can't do the same thing like you did against the Eagles, because that will blow my mind even more if he do the same thing like he did in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if he don't do those type of things in that game, we should be straight. We should be straight.
yeah, I gotcha. So Peter said you're not gonna be able to control the clock this time. So one thing that actually that the Eagles are doing really good is actually running the ball and controlling the clock, man. So against the Bucks, we got the ball back on the last 9 minutes of the game on the fourth quarter, and
Right.
we didn't give the Bucks the ball back. So pretty much we ran the ball and threw the ball for the last 9 minutes of the game. You know, and DeAndre Swift is running hard as well.
Right.
So now with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, because Jalen Carter right now he's taking double teams, So everybody on
Yeah,
that deep tackle, they're eating, you know.
they are.
Do you
They
see
are,
how,
man.
with the little bit of question so far, like I said, your O line is kind of mid. How do you see you guys can control that? How you can control that the the offensive line from Sam Howell getting hit or getting sacked or
See, the first thing we got to do, okay, it's the first thing. It's just calling out your protections, because one thing about the Bills, you feel me? What they did to us was like they already knew the snap. It seemed like they already knew what we was trying to do at the snap count. Like they knew what we was about to do. Like it was only like two plays that we was about to do in the game, and they already knew it. You feel me? So
yeah.
that's the key. You feel me? I feel like when it comes down to that, we have to, scheme it up a little bit more better, and that comes down with Eric Bieniemy scheming it up a little bit better for his quarterback more than anything, because we didn't run the football as much in that game. So I'm wondering if Eric Bieniemy actually went into his bag and actually said, you know what, this next game I'm gonna try to run the football a little bit more in this game so I could get my quarterback comfortable. So that's more important than anything. I think that's what they have to do.
Okay, I gotcha. I mean, right now, look, oh, you're on. I know Brian Johnson. He didn't. Brian Robinson. He didn't have a bad game last game either. But like you said, they didn't. You guys didn't run on the ball enough.
Right,
However, right now, running on the Eagles, it's like not running at all because
right,
we're number one right now on running defense, and I think we're only giving out like 40 something on yards a game. You know,
right,
so I maybe if you guys try that early and that is not successful, you guys gonna have to throw the ball. And I think that's the only way that really tell you the truth is I see you guys having a good chance against the Eagles is by throwing the ball. So somehow definitely gonna have to learn from his mistakes from last game. And he's gonna have to throw it like a lot faster, kind of like what Mac Jones did on with the Patriots on week
right,
one. Because the middle of the field, even though we got a lot better on last game, controlling the middle of the field, but it's still, if you because Thomas, he's a pretty good tight end that you guys have as well, you
right.
know. So I think one way that you guys can beat the Eagles is still would be on the middle of the field.
That's true. That's true though. But I gotta see if I say this, man, because last year we did run the football, but it's the whole thing about you know our line. One thing about our line, you feel me? Out of all things, you feel me? The
Yeah,
best thing for this offensive line more than anything, they run blocking is pretty well. Now, when it comes down to pass blocking, it's kind of iffy, but run
gotcha.
blocking is real well. So if we can run the football a little bit more. Now, one thing about the NFL, you gotta try. It's not
Yeah,
that's just like on y'all side. we got Deron Payne and Allen and Chase Young and Montez Sweat. Y'all got to run against us, and it is like each his own. You feel me? We have to run the football. We got to make a balance attack as best as possible. Something that we didn't do against the Bills. That's what I'm trying to see if we can do that against the Eagles more than anything. Just have a balanced attack. We'll see what we have from there.
I gotcha, bro. Now,
Yeah.
another thing that I want to ask you as well is on Terry, man. On have you had 100 yards yet this season or no?
Uh,
I know he didn't have last game. The last two games, I don't know if he had the first one or not, but the last two, I don't think he had it. I know the last one he didn't have it.
Gibson didn't have it. Gibson didn't have it. He been dealing with a lot of fumbling problems too. So
Yeah,
that's a big issue with him right now. He got to hold on to the football. I think this game definitely gonna come down to turnovers more than anything because both of the teams have been turning over the football
yeah,
lately. I don't know what that is, but they've been turning over the ball lately. So at the end of the day, I think it's definitely going to be down to turnovers in this game. And 5 turnovers ain't going to win you a lot of games anyway. So
nope,
we can't go into the Eagles thinking, oh, we got to turn it. No, we cannot turn over the football whatsoever in this game. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a
yeah,
tough
man.
one.
And tell you the truth, bro, like the Commanders, like they always play hard against us, man. Like that's one of like the toughest team, like on the division, because we Giants, we always, whoop him around all the time. Tell you the truth, man.
Right,
But the Commanders and the Cowboys, they always give us a tough times. And you're like most of the time we do split with the Commanders as well, So I always give us a tough time as well. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Um, Another thing that I want to ask you as well, man. Chase Young, man. I haven't really, pay attention to him or anything like that. But how do you think so far in the first 3 games? How has he done?
Shoot, he only played in 2 games. 2 games. He played in the Broncos game and the Bills game. So right now he did well in that Broncos game. He had about 1.5 sack,
Okay.
and he did pretty well against the Bills. But sometimes I don't know if he gonna do this in the Eagles game, but sometimes he do take plays off. Sometimes I don't know what that is. Back then with the rookie Chase Young, this don't usually happen. You feel me? He don't take plays off, but for some
Yeah.
type of reason, he take a lot. Not a lot, but you would see it in splits that he take plays off now and
Okay. Bro, that might be still two because on what this is gonna be his third game. So last week was his second game, so he's just coming out of the injury as well. You know what
there.
I'm saying?
Right,
So that might be one of the reasons like they try maybe slowly trying to get him into rhythm and all of that as well.
right.
Now you're saying we were saying that your D line is one of your strong suit right now. You know,
Yeah.
now how is your back and your cornerback looking right now? Your secondary looking.
Now, see, our back end, it's kind of like we don't know what it is yet because it's been like 3 games.
Uh huh.
It's like now the only good thing coming out our secondary for right now, and the only 2 good things really is Kendall Fuller and what's his name and my man Cam Curl. Those the only 2 that really right now is serviceable right now. You feel me? But the
Yeah, yeah.
other names that's out there, you know who they are. But for right now in these last 3 games, those the only 2 guys that been balling out and playing well at the same time. Kendall Fuller only I can't believe this, but he only gave up 1 catch. that's that is unbelievable to me. But he only gave up one catch in the last 3 games, so I don't know what he is right now. But maybe it's just a anomaly. But overall, he only gave up one catch. We're gonna see what he all about against Smithy and those other boys over there, man. Because it's gonna be a hard test with that. It's gonna be a hard test, but I believe we can get a couple of things done.
Okay, okay. And do you think that Rio so far is doing a good job on with the defense that he has right now, especially the rookies coming in and all that?
Yeah, Emmanuel Forbes, they did attack him a couple of times,
Mhm.
and sometimes he has success, sometimes not, because he's like, he's looking at the court, he's looking at the quarterback more than anything. He's trying to bait the quarterback to actually throw it his direction most of the time. He's more like Trayvon Diggs type deal. You feel me?
Gotcha. Yeah,
If you do like a move on him or something like that, you might can catch him, but he got good catch up speed. But Emmanuel Forbes got a game to him, man, and I like his game. I like his aggressiveness. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but we'll see, man. We'll see. It is still 3 games. It's still 3 games.
yeah, that is true, man. And uh, Queen said this game could go either way based on how the D line plays.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I was actually telling you about, man. Like our D line, like the past 3 weeks, pretty much like you've been eating, man. It's been eating. They've been attacking
That's
on,
true.
the O lines, and not only that, like they already, man. Jalen Carter is a rookie, man, and they are already freaking double teaming on Jalen Carter. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And one of the reasons why we got the safety on against the Bucks, it was because of Jalen Carter. They double teamed Jalen Carter, which opened a hole for Nicholas Morrow to go through and tackle on the running back from the Bucks. And that's what it turns into a safety.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think like against you guys, like you said, we can definitely attack your quarterback through because of our defensive line. On your last game, your O line looked a little suspect, and that's one of the ways that I see how we can eat up front, the front four, the front five. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Um,
you on that.
Now, one thing, like I don't know if you watch us against the Bucks or if you watch any of the Eagles games, but how besides the running game, do you see any other way how you can attack this on Eagles defense?
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Most of all, it's definitely the linebackers that y'all have. It's the same for us over here. You feel me? It's the same because y'all can use Goddard. Y'all can use Goddard, but most of all, I'm gonna just say for us, we got Turry and Slay matchup. I love that matchup for some type of reason because it seemed like Turry always have his way against Slay. That
Yep.
matchup always been hard for Slay. So
What's up,
we
Miss
we
Ash?
will see. We'll definitely see because Slay is getting up there. He's getting up there, and like he said, that man always going for a go route. It's Terry
Yeah,
always going for a go route every time. He don't do no comebacks. He don't do none of that. He just looking for a go route.
that's true.
So,
That's true.
but but if they give Curry the ball a little bit more like they did in that last year a little bit more, they do that a little bit more attack like that. And this time we got a better quarterback that can definitely hit Curry and strive. So that makes it a little bit more better. Teleheineke and Curry was a good combination for a minute, but
Uh-huh.
just having a quarterback that can just throwing the ball in strive is the greatest thing in the world. I think Terry got a good match. We got a good matchup right there. Them y'all linebackers, it's kind of like ain't that great. You can actually hit some of these tight ends that's over the middle with you know so. we'll see. We'll see. I think that's where y'all weak point is more than anything. So it's gonna be a big point. It's gonna be a big point of emphasis going into that game. Is just try to get a balanced attack before we start passing the ball. That's more than anything.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That's one thing actually that I was telling you earlier too. And another thing which I'm gonna go based on what Quizzy said right now. I'm scared of Scary Terry gonna get off. He always play hard against Slade, which that is true as well. And another thing about that is I haven't seen yet on Terry McLaurin going off yet, So he's due for a game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not
he
just
is.
a game, it might be just against us.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
because Slade I always have like whenever every time he goes against Slade, man, like he cooks him, man, most of the time.
Right,
So that I just hope this game is not it. But and going back on that as well, because so far the first three games I haven't seen that connection of Sam Howell and on Terry yet.
right.
Now why do you think, like, do you think it's just because they're still like getting the mojo together, or like why you think they haven't connected yet, like he did it with Tiny Haneke?
I say that like one thing about our offense now, Terry he deserved a lot of targets. Let's be honest, he deserved a lot of targets. But something about our offense is way more different from last year when it comes down to, giving everybody the love. You feel me? I think
Yeah,
Enemy wants everybody to shine. He wants everybody on the field to shine. Like whoever open, that's who's going to get the ball. That's how Enemy works with his scheme a little bit. So that's going to be the key. But I think if Enemy start, you know, looking at Terry a little bit more, that will be a big thing. That will be a big thing.
okay. And Cruz said the linebacker is playing great right now. On Even though Quizzy, I do like last game, like our linebackers, they did play phenomenal, man. I'm not even gonna lie. On Cunningham and Nicholas Morrow, they really like on coverage and plugging in the hole, they did actually phenomenal this game. But I still need to see more from them. You know what I'm saying? Which
Right,
I think that will still be our weakness. Is gonna be on the middle of the field. That's how I see people attacking us.
right,
Besides that, like on deep balls, like I don't think the quarterback have enough time to throw deep just because of our front four as well. With Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis,
that's true.
Fletcher, and those guys, they just be eating all day, man. Tell you the truth.
They do.
And another
They
way, like
do.
you said as well, you to be running the ball because you gotta run the ball or at least try, in order to
Right,
get that passing game and getting Sam Howell as well more comfortable in the pocket as well to make those easy throw and those, deep throws as well. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
Now, how do you think Ron Rivera will, since you guys put a lot to the Bills, you guys have, I think it was like what, four turnovers. How do you think Ron Rivera is going to adjust that against the Eagles, knowing how potent our D line is?
See, now this game, I say this, man. It like both of us. One thing about both of us, we got a good defensive line. You feel me? That's the whole thing, And what I seen from the Eagles, I did see a couple of the games of the Eagles, and one thing about the Eagles, they do got a lot of potential. They got a lot of potential over there. They got Jalen Hurts, they got Smithy, and all those other guys. But I really believe this game is going to be coming down to the trenches. Everybody want to pass it, It's good and all, but it's mainly going to be down in the trenches where this game going to come from. You feel
I
me?
agree with
So
you.
whoever can affect the game more than anything is definitely going to be, who D line plays the better, who offensive line plays the better. That's how I look at this game more than anything. Whoever can catch each other in the back end now and then, that's how I look at it. but it's a lot of different players on y'all team. There's a lot of different players on our team. It's going to be different. It's going to be different because this is a big game for both teams. People don't
Yeah.
understand it, but it's a big game. It's a big game because y'all can take away the division more than anything. In the early stage, I can definitely take away the division. Think
Uh-huh.
about it. And with a 4-0, that's a good feed right there. But Washington I think everybody is banking on us to win. But at the end of the day, I feel like for us, I'm looking at can we grow from the Bills game, you know?
Yeah.
So our D line, I'm gonna just say this: our D line definitely needs to, you know, be a big part to this game. And if we trying to win this game, we gotta do the same thing as we did the last time. We got to get pressure on Jalen Hurts. We have to do what we have to do. And if we don't get pressure, it might be a long day. And not only that, for some type of reason, Jalen Hurts don't run the football against us pretty well. As I was looking at it, he don't really run the football against us pretty well. But we don't know that this year. But we will
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
We will find out. Trust me.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. And Miss Ash said this game definitely gonna be about the trenches. Yes, Miss Ash, definitely, man. Like whoever comes out to play, their O line and D line, that's the team that's gonna win, man. This is just simple as that, man. And another thing that I want to talk about as well. Now, you said one of your weakness is your linebackers. Now, do you think they are up to the task into plugging up? Because one of the things that I've actually been doing really, really good is running the football.
Right.
Especially with DeAndre Swift. The second game, DeAndre Swift on the first game he didn't play. Second game on he went for 28 carries for 175 yards, and now this game he had, I believe, either 16 or 18 carries for 130. So like he's the freaking nation, man. He's like crazy. So do you think you have enough on the linebacker position to plug in the holes, for a running game?
Man, I say this, man. Our linebackers, it's kind of iffy, man. Our linebackers is really iffy. You know, it's just like y'all's almost. You feel me when it comes down to our linebackers. And I'm gonna just say this: Cody Barton. This got to be a big game for him more than anything. When it comes down to, he can't just allow the offensive line to actually block him. It seemed like he's like a magnet. An offensive line got to come towards him. You know what I'm saying? It got to come
Yeah,
towards the man. So I don't know. I don't know what it is about Barton, but he had 13 tackles last week. I didn't see it. I really didn't. So I really did, man. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at it like this: the linebackers got to be a big point. They got to play better than what they played last week. They
I
got
got
to.
you. Now, are they like, even though they're weakness, are they more weak on the running game or they're more weak on coverage?
It's each his own. It can be probably coverage, a little bit
Mhm.
coverage, and sometimes running because sometimes we let go. The running backs through the middle, sometimes through the A gap, stuff like that. So it's been tough on us when it came down to that. But when it come down to Payne and Allen, you gotta really block them up. You feel me? For that to
Yeah,
happen. You feel me? So if you can't really block them up, it's gonna be a long day for any run game because Bills they got off that running game like soon as they recognized that they couldn't run the football in the first half, and then we start draining because our offense couldn't stop putting up points.
yeah,
But as the game went on, they just didn't run the football. Like half of the game, midway in the third quarter, that's when our D line kind of deteriorated because you know our offense didn't put up enough points, and that gets to a defense more than anything.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah,
I think that's one of the reasons why you guys didn't win as much as well, is because you guys were playing from behind most
right,
and they scored fairly early as well. So I think that's why one of the reasons why you guys have been in the run as well, you know.
right,
Now with that said, the playbook opened up a little bit more Monday. Jalen gonna mix it up, a little bit of passing and some runs, you know. And let me tell you this, and because on the first game, and this how it goes, bro. I'm gonna tell you this as well. On the first game, our offense it was bad, man. You know, it was really bad. You know, against the Patriots. You know, we couldn't move the ball in the air at all. I felt like they were not connecting whatsoever. You know, on the offense, like Jalen Hurts to AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. You know, and most of the
yeah,
Eagles fans we felt that way as well.
right,
Now, the second game, which was against the Vikings, uh, we kind of found our identity a little bit more, or we went back to our identity, which is running the
right,
ball, you know. And we did really, really good with the DeAndre Swift, and which that's why he ran for a hundred, a buck 75, you know. And now the passing game was still not there. It got a little bit better, you know.
right,
It did get a little bit better, but it was still not there, you know. Now this game against the Bucks, the passing game got a lot better, you
right,
know. They Jalen Hurts was connecting a lot more with AJ Brown, which that's why he got to the a buck 30, you know, receptions. And he also connected with Devontae Smith, and he connected with Dallas Scott on this game as well against the Bucks, you know. And I was there live, so I saw like the connection that they had as well, you know. So it was like
yeah,
they were brewing something up as well, you know. Now, one thing that we did struggle, it was on the end zone. The end zone, I think there was one time they were like 0 for 6 in the end zone.
right,
So that's one thing that we did struggle. However, AJ Brown did drop two. He did drop two touchdown passes, you know, on the end zone, which he almost never does, you know. And Devontae Smith did like on that interception, he didn't attack the ball. He was like pretty much back pedal waiting for the ball to come to him as well, you know. But I still give that to Jalen Hurts throwing that interception, you know, because I felt like that turnover he should have put a little bit more zip on the ball. You know, if he would have put a little bit more zip on the ball, I think he would have got to Devontae Smith, and the safety wouldn't have made that amazing play that he did. You know,
right. I
so
feel you.
against you guys, against the Commanders, I expect maybe not to get fixed yet the end zone problem which that we had, you know, but to for us to be better than what we were last week on the end zone. And like I'll say maybe week 5 or week 6 for everything to come together with us.
Right.
Now, based on that, what like w- how many games? Let's put it that way. How many games do you see on like Sam Howell in the offense? You know, taking for them to put everything together. Do you think it's gonna take more than half of the season, or do you think like in the next 2 3 games they will have stuff together?
Give give it. I see. I like to pinpoint like the 7th, the 8 games, the
Hmm.
pinpoint how a team really is. That's for any team. For me, I look at how good the team really is, and give it about the 6th or 7th or maybe 8th week, and you will definitely see what your team really all about. So that's the key. You feel me? I think if we go out here, put it all together in this game, I wouldn't be shocked because we seen it in display when we were facing the Broncos. Even though Broncos defense is just whew, god terrible, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, we did what we supposed to do. You feel me?
Yep.
And we put up. We seen that we actually can put up some points. You feel me? At
Yeah.
least showed that. So we don't know what team we're gonna get out of this game more than anything because we might can get the one from the Broncos or we might can get the same results in this game. I don't think that though, but if we can get that same Broncos team when we fought them and bring it to the Philadelphia Eagles, we might got a chance.
Okay. I feel you. I feel you. So, guys, we're about 40 minutes now, bro. Score prediction time, man. What do you predict for this Sunday, bro?
Damn. Uh, this gonna be a good game, man. This gonna be a good game. But right now, I feel like everybody is gonna be doubting us again. It's gonna be one
Mhm.
of those games that everybody is doubting us, and we don't. Just like the Bills game, we always the doubted ones. So I think Washington can pull it off again. I think they can pull it off at Lincoln Financial. But I did pick y'all in the season. You feel me
Yeah,
about the record and everything. I did pick y'all, but my fandom is getting in the way a little bit. You feel me?
I feel
So
you, man.
that's how it is sometimes, you know. So I'm looking at it like this. I'm gonna go if I look at it right, 24-21, Washington.
2021, Washington. Okay, a close, very close one.
Real close one.
Man, I think, look, I don't, even though the score down by the say is about to be a blowout, but it's going to be close into the, like, I'll say, like, maybe mid third quarter to the fourth quarter. But I think
Yeah.
we're going to get like 35-21. And I
Okay.
think like the first half is gonna be close, and then on the second half, like I said, between mid third quarter, maybe the fourth quarter, we're just gonna pull out, and like, and that's just because like running the ball, I think we're so effective that I don't think you guys have enough to be able to stop that, you
I
know.
feel you on that.
And besides that, I don't see the W for them the season of the link. I think we feed Dallas and let him eat.
I can see
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I can. Yep, I can see that too. On everybody, we have 4 people in the chat right now. If you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to BigSimple422. The link is in the on the description as well. And bro, I really appreciate for you coming out and taking the time of your day as well, man.
No doubt, man. Anytime, bruh. Anytime.
And you have anything else that
Um, but we still. I say this. I appreciate it, man, and I'm always blessed to be here. You feel me? Anytime y'all need me, like I said, I'm here, and we can talk football. You feel me? It don't even matter if it's Washington or Eagles. At the end of the day, we can just talk football overall. And if y'all want to come to my channel, you feel me? Most of all, I'm mostly talking about Washington. I got Coach Simple. I know you seen that Coach Simple, Jane. You
you
feel
know?
me? So the Coach Simple is mostly for entertainment for a lot of people. So if y'all want to go ahead and check that out, y'all can. You feel me? And have some fun with it.
So you heard him, man. Yeah, I appreciate you as well, bro. Like anytime that you want to come through as well, just let me know, man, and I'll be there in a hurry for you as well, bro. But I appreciate you taking the time and just coming through as well and talking some football because we love
No
talking
doubt.
football.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, you already know. All right, guys,
All right,
we got
y'all.
out. Peace, guys.
Peace.